Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, where my hope is that you learn something that will enhance your life in some way. Today we're going to be looking at container gardens with flowers. I think that flowers are such a beautiful part of creation, don't you? You can see them, you can smell them, and you can feel them. And what container gardening does is it actually allows you to grow and enjoy your own flowers if you have limited outdoor space. It could be that you live in an apartment with a balcony, or maybe a townhouse, or possibly you just don't want to dedicate your entire time to a whole flower bed. Well, this would be your solution. Also, they're portable, so if you need to move them, you can. And if you have back problems, you can pull up a folding chair and just get started. Now, here's what you will need. You will need to get garden soil, and you'll need to get mulch. Mulch is very important because it actually helps to reduce weeds as well as dehydration, especially on those hot summer days. You'll basically be putting the mulch over the top of the soil once you have planted your flowers. You'll also need to get a watering can, something like this, which you can pick up at your local garden center or your local supply store. You'll need to get a trowel, one that's preferably sturdy so it can go in and get the job done and doesn't fall apart on you. And finally, you need to choose your flowers. I typically recommend getting anywhere from 1 to 3 different colors. Now, in terms of dimension, if you're wanting more of that in your container garden, you can choose ones that have different growing habits. So say you are having 3 different types. You could get the category of the thriller, the spiller, and the filler. The thriller has a more vertical habit. It tends to have showy leaves as well as flowers, and you can plant that towards the center or back of your little pot. Then you'll need to have the spiller, which tends to have a creeping habit, and as it matures it tends to cascade off the side of your pot. And finally, you'll need to have the filler, which has a mounding habit, so it tends to spread out and fills in all those spaces, so everything comes together very nicely as they mature. Now, if you choose smaller pots at your garden center, you'll notice that the price is less, which is a plus. However, it does take a longer time for you to get that optimum look that you might be looking for. If you have additional questions in reference to choices at your local garden center, they'll be more than happy to help you there. Remember also that there are some that prefer shade, and those should be all put together in the same container, and some that prefer sun, so those you'll bunch together as well. Also, in terms of watering, that's very important, especially in the first 7 days. You want to make sure that they're watered every day, especially if you're in a warmer climate. As time progresses, you'll just check to see what is needed based on how they're looking and how the soil feels at the touch. Now, I'm hoping that you'll like this video. If you do, remember to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And are you ready to get started? Also, see if you're able to figure out which one is the thriller, the spiller, and the thriller. Let's go!